It's just Bruce, he don't bite. Hello.
Hey folks, welcome back. Saw the title, we're going to talk about golfing today. One thing growing up as a Gen X kid, whenever I used to do things with my father, we'd go fishing, hunting, and golfing. He taught me how to golf at a very young age, and I still golf to this day. I actually took a few years off because of my shoulder, but I've been getting back into it again. And I can hold my own. I'm still okay. You know, I'm not a golf pro or anything like that. I'm just a guy that likes to play golf. I went out and played 9 holes today. I got one above par. There's a little tiny golf course in Greensburg called Robert Shaw Acres. Most people haven't heard of it. It's a very small one. It's one I learned to play on when I was a kid. It's still to this day pretty cheap to go to. It's only 9 holes, so if you want to play 18, you got to play it twice. Long story short, par on it is 35. I shot at 36 today. I'm very proud of that. Now that's in real life. Because it's been so hot lately, I've been playing a lot of VR golf. I'm just getting my shoulder back in shape, and hoping that, I don't know, maybe improve my swing a little bit. And honestly, I think it has. I do. I think it's improved my eye. It's improved my swing. The game I'm playing is Golf 5 E-Club on my good old MetaQuest 3 here, which I just bought this a month or two ago. I really like it. I had a Quest 2. I've talked about that before, but we're not going to talk about that. What we're going to talk about today is this golf club handle accessory for your controller on MetaQuest 3. It also works on MetaQuest 2 because I tried it on the MetaQuest 2 and didn't really mess with it because I just, shortly after I got my 3. Anyway, here we go. I ordered it off Amazon. It wasn't the cheapest one I could find, but it definitely wasn't the most expensive. And I'll show you that ad on Amazon right now. So here you can see I purchased it back April 24th, 2024. Here's the main picture of it. Just a simple handle with, a fixture at the end where you put, there's a Quest 3 controller in it. See, it swivels, it telescopes out. And I'm like, oh, okay. And it also said in there it would work with my game and a few other games. Never flies out. It's supposed to, supposed to be durable. It's not going to fly off the handle. And as you could see, if you look on the picture there, it fits snug on that. That's it, telescope the whole way out. We're not going to do that because I don't have the room down here. But, there's a list of games it plays. For little kids, it looked pretty good. It said it would work. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to give it a try. So I did. I pulled the trigger and bought it. $38.99, as you can see over here. VR Golf Club compatible with Oculus MetaQuest 3 accessories, retractable golf club handle. Just the normal stuff. So I bought it. And here's what I got. This is the box it came in. It was in another box, of course. I opened it up. Got this box. VR handle accessory. Enhanced comfort. There's a UPC number on there, too. And I don't know if you could see what this says. But basically, it's a SKU number. Experience Black, made in China. VR Golf Club Company. That's all it says. I'm like, all right. On the back, ergonomic design, telescopic rod, silicone edge, anti-drop. Whatever anti-drop means. Hopefully it means it's not going to drop the controller out of the unit. I open it up, and first I looked at was the club itself. I've had this out, obviously. I looked at the club itself, and I'll set it down there for you all to see. Looks like a standard club handle. It felt good. It feels good to hold. This does come out about another foot. We're not going to do that for this video right now because there's not enough room on the camera. It came with these 2 rings. One says left, one says right. It came with the main unit. One side says right. Flip it over if you want to use your left controller and put it on that way. All right, cool. And then it came with zip ties. Didn't quite know what the zip ties are for. It didn't come with instructions. Did not come with instructions. I had to come back to the Amazon page where there was a picture of the instructions, and that's how I put this together. So it goes together simple enough. You screw this into here. I call them gazindas. This goes into here, and it's a nice metal thread here and a metal ring around it, which made me feel better because I don't want it flying across the room. And so see where it's going with that. Nice and sturdy. I was happy so far. I use my right controller. The right controller. Take your cord, go down through there. And according to the picture on the internet, it took me a minute to figure that one out. Put it through that hole there. And it sits like that. And I wrap this around just to make sure you, as a double safety, because I know this ring is going to go around it, but just as a double safety to ensure that my controller doesn't go against the wall again. Man, when I first got the Oculus Quest 1, I broke a few controllers. Then I'm going to find the ring that has an R on it. Of course, this one has an R on it. And that more goes into, open it up. It goes into this hole here. And we tighten this plastic nut here. And you can see it's shrinking in to hold my controller snugly in there. Am I turning it the correct way? Okay. Well, it helps to turn it the correct way. There, now I'm turning it the correct way. And this just goes into that groove. And we just make his finger tight. And right there by itself is okay. But we got this sticking out here. This closes around the controller and holds it nice and snug. And I was like, okay, well, that's good. That's going to be a double protection so I don't lose the controller. And like, so far it's feeling pretty sturdy. But I'm like, all right, well, what? This doesn't click into place or anything. This is what I was confused about, and I looked it up. That's what the chintzy zip tie's for. And the zip tie goes into here, and then you wrap it around, and it comes through this groove here. And then you put your zip tie together. If you don't know how to use a zip tie, then I'm sorry. I can't believe they just gave us a zip tie. Because first of all, I don't want to have a dedicated controller for this. So, and the thing about the zip tie is, to get it to click into this is the last one they gave me. To get it to click into the first groove here, you really got to make it tight. And the problem with that is, and I noticed right away, hopefully this is on camera because I can't see where I'm at right now. You know the button down here, the grip button on the right-hand controller. You use your middle finger to flick this one when you want to grab stuff. This actually depresses that button and holds it down. And with the zip tie on there, there's no getting around it with the zip tie they gave you. I have this. I don't even have this to the first groove because I don't want to break anything. And I'm not going to use it either, and you'll see why here in a little bit. But yeah, that depresses this button. Now, what happened was, okay, it was all together. I'm like, all right, it felt pretty steady. I took a couple test swings. All right. I went into the Quest 3 main menu, no problem. I had to use the left controller to go through the menu and start the game. Speaking of this, if you notice the grip handle I have on here, a viewer of mine actually made me a set of those and sent them to me. I like to do the first-person shooters a lot. He sent me a set of these that he made on his 3D printer, and I still use them to this day. I had the Oculus 2 when he sent them to me, but they fit the 3 too. Really like them. And if he sees this, and dude, if you see this and you want to put a link to your page or wherever other people can buy these, please put it in the comments, and maybe you'll sell some. I love the thing. I think it's great. It feels good. Moving on. I really appreciate these, though. Moving on. So I'm using the left controller to go through the main menu of MetaQuest 3 to select my game and everything. And the game boots up. As soon as the game boots up, none of the controllers are working doing anything. I couldn't click on the menu. I could see the lines coming out of the controllers. Could not pull the trigger to click on any of them. Even if I went like this, and tried to use this trigger, just wasn't working. So I figured out the reason it wasn't working is because this grip button had been compressed the whole time. So I took the zip tie off, like I'm doing now. And this is how we're going to demonstrate it too. I took the zip tie off. Okay, now that button is freed up. I get back in the game. I made sure this rope was really snug, and I just left this loose, hoping that I didn't launch it through the window or into my TV or anything. And then we were able to play it. And that's the next section. Let's get into the game, and I'll show you what I did, and we'll talk about it at the end. I'll tell you what I really think about this. All right, here we go. Okay, I've already started the game. Turned the music off. I came back in here to show you the setup I have. As you can see, I have this piece. If it's showing up, I have this piece. I did not zip tie because it's going to hold down the grip button, and it screws everything up. So I have it secured in the hole here. I have it tied here, so hopefully it won't fly across the room when I go to use it. But without this with this tied down with a zip tie, I couldn't use either controller. It was jamming it. So now both controllers are working. Let's go back into the game. Now, as you can see, I have this controller active. I have to reach the whole way up to the end of my stick and squeeze this trigger to get this one to work. And I actually have to hold it. Funny, I can't show you. I have the handle is actually resting on my belly right now, and I'm holding the controller so I can hit the trigger, which is kind of uncomfortable. But at least I can switch back to the other controller. I'm holding it normally, and we're going to go just to a driving range real quick. Close that. And we're just going to hit practice. And here we are. As you can see, because I just used my left controller, the club is in my left controller hand, which I'm not left-handed, but this is without using any settings for the golf club extension itself. So I have to click the trigger on my right controller, and now I got that. I'm holding it by the handle. And as you can see, I'm swinging normally. It should be going back above my head. It's not. The club is way in front of where it should be. Let me show you on the pass-through. Okay, as you can see, it is not lined up at all. But that's okay. It says it's okay to a point. We're going to go back into the game. And that's why it's swinging like that. Now, I could try to hit a ball. That's nothing. I have to reach the whole way down, pull the trigger to drop a ball. And as you can see, that didn't switch to my left hand by accident again. Really a pain in the butt. So I'll drop another ball. I'm trying to hit it. And as you can see, it's just not going to work. I can tap it a little bit. A little tappy tap. So with that said, I can go into settings. We're going to go into settings right now. Still using my right controller. Squeezing my trigger, trying to find the pointer. Really difficult here. It's not working. Okay, I had to use my left controller to get into my settings. So go into settings, controls. Here's the controller. Now you see adjustment preset, nothing. Controller, I'm going to hit choose. Now this should come up as a standard attachment. So we're going to click standard. Testing attached preset. You want to keep this activation configured? We're going to have to keep it. And close. Pull the trigger again on my right controller. Now, I'll drop a ball with the right controller so to reach the whole way down. Now, for now, it's lined up in my field of view right. But go like this. I'm holding it up. It's about where it should be. And let's take a swing. See? It won't let me swing right. It's unplayable this way. If I hold it up, it goes pretty much into my hand where it should be. Let me show you on the pass-through. Well, it's not even right up there. It's not accurate enough. See, it doesn't follow down. Put it down here. It's not. It's still stuck up there. Now it's way up there. My hand's down to my hand's literally on my thigh right now. Go up there, try to line it up. You can kind of feel it catch, but it's just not right. Put it back down. There's no control, and I've tried this over and over and over again. I have, back in the settings, I have fiddled with these numbers. You can see I've been messing with them, because if you click on these numbers, you can adjust them. And of course, I have the wrong controller. You got to click the right one, and I lose it again. See, but well, it's kind of, no, it's not. See, it doesn't. I'm moving my arm like a pendulum, and it is just not catching it. That was a full swing right there. I don't understand. Go back. Controls. I've looked this up, and that's what it says we're supposed to do. I try 90 degree. That's even worse. So I'm just going to set that back to default for all the 000. Attachment preset none. Now we're going to try it.
set this aside. All right, now I have it set with nothing. Just using a regular controller. See, regular controller, that's all I'm using. Drop my ball. And there it goes. See, I'm still holding the club the way I need to. It's not acting up at all. Try another one. So, okay, back to real life.
So, well, there it is. Another close-up look at it. I think you can tell by me playing how I really think about it. It's not functional. It might be the game. My buddy has Golf Plus. I think it's Golf Plus. VR Golf Plus. I kind of like that game a little bit better, but I didn't have that game to test this on. That's actually why I bought Golf 5 E-Club, because of playing his Golf Plus. When I bought it, I picked the wrong game. But I'm not here to review Golf 5 E-Club. I love Golf 5 E-Club. It's a really enjoyable game, but I'm not here to review that. I'm here to review this thing here. I'd have to say thumbs down on it, man. Thumbs down. I tried it on a baseball game too, thinking, well, maybe it was some batting game. I don't even remember the name of it. Obviously, didn't work on that either. But that's my thoughts. If I'm doing something wrong, let me know, because I've gone over this thing as best I can, researched it. There's not much on the internet about this particular one. Probably going to have to get another one. I see there's other ones that are more expensive, but they seem to be better. I've seen review videos. I haven't even seen a review video about this one. I guess maybe I'm the first on that. Who knows? Well, my review is bad on this, so be careful. The only thing I did like about it was the feeling of the club handle. But I'm pretty sure you can pretty much match that on the other ones. I wish there was some way I could make a homemade one, but I don't think duct tape and baling wire are going to work making something like this. I'm afraid this thing's just going to fly through the window. So that's how I feel about this. I hope you guys are doing good. And remember, Gen X likes video games too. So if you are Gen X and want to try the Oculus Quest VR games, MetaQuest, go for the MetaQuest 3. If you're going to go big. I mean, we're Gen X. We have expendable income now, so go for it. All right, guys. Good talking to you. Good video. Bye. Oh, yeah, like and subscribe and all that stuff. Bye.
It's just Bruce, he don't bite. Hello.